Merhaba, hoş geldiniz, or hello and welcome. My name is Becky, and this is the Magical Rabbit Me channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and being here today. I have a very fun video for you guys today. We're talking about my day 2 experience at Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure. So, I do have to make an amendment on day 1, so I'm going to throw that in right now. So I very sincerely apologize for missing this important detail, but I did meet Gaston in between Disneyland and Disney's California Adventures. I was heading out, there was like Fantasyland, and I went into Fantasyland and saw that there was a really, really, really long line for the princess, to meet the princesses, and I was like, not gonna do that today. Did not end up doing that at all, which is fine. As I was walking out, there were 2 characters that I met. One of them was Gaston, and Gaston was really, really hilarious, as I knew he would be. It was so fun to meet Gaston, though, because like I was talking to him, and I had just purchased the Abu figure, that the Abu shoulder pal, and I was walking up to Gaston, and he was like, "Ugh, what is that on your shoulder?" And I was like, "It's my friend Abu." And he was like, "No." He's like, "Don't come near me." Pretty much. And he was like, just completely grossed out by it. And it was just like a really hilarious, perfect meeting of Gaston. He was really hilarious. He let me take some pictures of him. He tried to convince me to befriend the Beast, and then convince the Beast to jump off a cliff. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And he was like, why not? He deserves it. And I was like, no, he doesn't. I was like, just because you think he took your wife? He's like, he's a wife stealer. I was like, she wasn't your wife. And he's like, she was almost my wife. And I was like, no, she was not your wife. Anyway, it was a thing. It was a bit, and it was really funny. I told him that I wasn't going to convince the Beast to jump off of a cliff. It was funny. And he let me take some pictures of him, and he was like, well, here's my May pose. And I will post that picture right here. And then he's like, here's my March pose. So he did his March pose. And then I was like, okay, so he's got one for every month. So I asked him to do the July pose, because that was my birth month. And I was like, will you please do my birth month? And he was like, yeah, sure. So he did that one as well. And then I got a picture with him from another guest at the park who was like really sweet, and took our picture. So that was fun meeting Gaston. Also on the way out, I also ran into Chip and Dale. Dale was a little bit busy, so I did not get a picture with Dale, but I did get a picture with Chip, and I'll put that in here as well. Super cute, super fun to meet them, and just to see them and walk by. Anyway, that was my little implement in there as well. I'm sorry I forgot that on day 1, but it happened day 1, so we're going to move on to day 2. I'm going to put little videos of day 2 in here, what little I have. I am going to post the parade. I have all of those videos. That was my heavy ride day. I rode so many rides that day. I rode Incredicoaster first. Made me a little bit nauseous and queasy, so I had to take a step back. And I really wanted to go ride Soarin', so I went and rode Soarin' next. And then I was still feeling a little bit nauseous, so then I went and I did the monster ride. I can't remember the name of the monster ride, but I did the Monsters Inc. ride, which was really cute and sweet. And then PhilharMagic was right there, so I watched my second show at PhilharMagic. My first show was World of Color. I watched PhilharMagic, and then I was like, okay, I need a snack. So I had a reservation on this day as well, to the second day, for Lamplight Lounge to get some lunch. Well, I was a brunch there, but it was like a late lunch, so I didn't want to like fill up on a bunch of food at first, but I kind of ended up doing that. And when I went and I finally got my Mammoth Club Molly approved cheese stick. So I go to Lamplight Lounge, and I think I did a little bit of shopping before that as well. And they call me in for my reservation. Lamplight Lounge was super cute. I loved walking in. The bathrooms were hilarious because they had Incredigirl, or Mrs. Incredible, I guess is her name. The mom Incredible was on the door to the restroom. You had the up house with the balloons that said restrooms. So I'll leave those pictures there. And then I loved the chandelier as well with the artwork. I tried to get Wally on there as well, and I had him at some point, but in the craziness of everything, I ended up deleting Wally out, but which I was sad for because he was the one I was most excited for. So I don't know why he was the first one for me to delete. Like, I rode Mater's Jingle Jamboree. That was super fun and super cute. Very fun ride. I know I'm forgetting stuff, guys, but I'm trying to also keep this video shorter because the last one was 30 minutes long and nobody has time for that. 3 times. So Web Slingers was first. Or the first lightning lane. So I rode Web Slingers as well. It was fun because I actually ended up winning in the I was behind. I was with a dad and his two kids. And the dad was ahead the whole time until like the very last room or the last section, and I don't know if he was trying to help his kids figure it out or what, but I ended up winning the whole thing, and I was like, yes, I won. That was really exciting for me. That was a really fun ride as well, but my arms were really tired by the end of it because you're, doing this like the entire time. Like because you're swinging webs, which makes the spider bots that you see captured when you see the spider bots caught in webs outside of Avengers Campus. It makes it it's funnier when you see those after you ride Web Slingers because you know that you helped put the spider bots there. It's funny. Day 2 is also when I did my photo pass of Avengers Campus, which was really fun. I'll put those pictures in here. I got to do the orb. I got to hold like a red orb and shoot Hawkeye's arrow. I met Ant-Man and Wasp as well, so that'll be in here as well. I got pictures with them. It was a great day at Disney's California Adventures, and then I went over to Disneyland, and that was when there were people lining up. And I was like, what is this for? And they're like, it's for the parade. And I was like, ooh, I was wanting to see some shows because I usually am only in Disneyland for a day. And so it's more important for me to ride the rides that I want to ride than to waste that time, the ride time, watching a parade and show. So I wanted to watch as many shows and a parade. So I did get to watch the holiday parade. I filmed all but the last float because that was when my phone decided that it was done working. So I will have the parade in a separate video. That's like a planned day for Vlogmas, so be on the lookout for that. So I watched the parade. After the parade, I had decided that I needed to do something that I hadn't done since I was a teenager. I needed to ride a ride that I actually really kind of despise. So I hadn't ridden Small World since I was a teenager for reasons. I cannot stand the Small World song. The ride itself is so beautiful. The artwork is gorgeous, but the song is so off-putting to me that I refuse to ride it. However, I did decide to make an exception because I knew that there was like a holiday overlay, and I was kind of curious about the holiday overlay. So I made the decision to ride Small World again, but only because it was holiday, and I knew that there was like Christmas music inside of the ride as well. And I didn't know if it was all Christmas music or if it was like half Christmas, half Small World, which was more the ratio of it was half Christmas, half Small World. They had Jingle Bells interspersed with Small World. So that made the ride far more tolerable for me, but it was really, like, the ride itself is gorgeous. It was fun to see the hippo, but I was, like, truly dreading the ride, like, Nobody forced me to do it. I was there on my own, and I was like, I feel like I need to give Small World another go. I'm not saying that the ride isn't gorgeous. The ride itself is gorgeous. The artwork is stunning. Just the song I cannot stand. But then I've also heard people ride the ride and they put their own song on, so I can ride the ride and enjoy the ride without getting that Small World song stuck in my head. Sorry for those of you who love that song and the ride because of that song, but it's not it for me. But I did ride it, and I actually enjoyed it. The ride itself was gorgeous. The artwork, the dolls in there were stunning. The animation that they do was stunning. Fantastic ride. But I was in the ride, and I was like not excited to ride this ride. That was my Small World experience. I had a great time with it, but no. And I was trying to get a lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I didn't end up getting one for that day. And also the ride stopped working that day as well. But so I went to Toontown because I was right there for a minute, but I didn't do much in there. I walked around. Couldn't take any pictures at this point, so I don't have any pictures to show of any of this. And I was like very, very sad. I did plan on eating at Tiana's Palace that night. That night I rode Space Mountain. Or did I ride Space Mountain on Saturday night? I can't remember if I rode Space Mountain on Saturday or Sunday or Friday or Saturday, so I'm going to say I rode it on Saturday. I did single rider line. Then I rode Pirates that day. Got a churro, and I was eating that as I was going into the Winnie the Pooh ride. And as I was leaving the Winnie the Pooh ride, I remembered that I needed to try a Tigger tail, so I went and I purchased a Tigger tail, and it was so good. I forgot that it was orange flavored, but it was like an orange chocolate. So it was like it's orange because it's a tiger. It's a tiger tail. It's Tigger's tail that you're eating. It's marshmallow dipped in caramel and orange chocolate, and then with a black chocolate drizzle, and it was orange flavored inside of it, and it was so good. And that was another Provost Park Pass suggestion. They love the Tigger tails, and yeah, it was a really yummy treat. I highly enjoyed that treat. And then I was like, okay, I need some real food at this point. So I went to Tiana's Palace and then got in line for Tiana's Palace, and it was so crowded in there. There was nowhere to sit down at the restaurant after I picked up my food. And I did get the jambalaya and a beignet and the cornbread. The jambalaya sadly was not my favorite. I really wanted to enjoy it, but it did have a nice kick to it. I could taste the Tabasco kick that was in there, so it did have a nice spice kick to it, but it was just, I've had better jambalaya, let me say, which is sad because I really wanted to enjoy it, but it was not my favorite. Cornbread was delicious. The ice box lemon beignet was delicious, but I prefer a regular beignet over that beignet. Just my personal opinion. Still highly enjoyable, but I would have rather have had the Mickey beignets. So I went and I rode several more rides. I wanted to do Snow White's ride, so I did Snow White's ride that night. I wanted to get a few more rides in. I had to get in Pirates, so I got in Pirates. That's when I found the pirate ears as I was leaving that ride, and I was so excited to find the ears that I immediately went to them and picked them up and purchased them because I was not leaving without those ears. This was the night that I rode the Haunted Mansion ride, and as soon as I walked in, I got to ride the Haunted Mansion that night, and it was one of the last rides that I rode that day, and I was really, really excited to get into this ride, and I wanted to ride it again, but I did not get to. I love that ride. I walk into the stretching portrait room, and I just cannot stop smiling. I'm so excited. This is my favorite ride. They have the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay, which is also a really fun version of the ride. I would love to be able to ride the original the classic Haunted Mansion ride. However, it is super fun to be in there with Jack and Sally and Oogie Boogie. You see a lot of Scary Teddy in that ride as well, and it's super fun. And Zero following you as you're walking across the portraits is really fun too. But I love this ride. And then we get to my favorite scene, which is the ballroom scene and like the feast scene, and they have a gingerbread castle, a different gingerbread castle every year, and so you smell gingerbread in there. They have like they infuse like in the Soarin' ride, you get scents like thrown at you. It's kind of like that. It's like that with the gingerbread. So you get the gingerbread smell, and you see the dancers dancing, and it's my favorite part of that ride, and it was so fun to watch. Oogie Boogie gives you a gingerbread, like gives you a present as you're leaving instead of a hitchhiking ghost. It's a present, and I think I got like a really messed up gingerbread cookie. It was really cute. It was fun. I love that ride. It's my love for Haunted Mansion. Like, I just was as stressed out as I was that day from everything that was going on with my phone and riding Haunted Mansion. It was like the best. Ah, it was the best. I'm crying over the Haunted Mansion, guys. But the Haunted Mansion is an awesome ride. I love it so much. It is so much fun. The spooky vibes that you get. I love Halloween. I love haunted houses. So Haunted Mansion, of course, is right up my alley. And it was just quintessentially Disneyland. And I felt like the best I'd felt all day riding the Haunted Mansion. And it was like the perfect way to end my night. Since I missed the fireworks, I decided I was going to catch them tomorrow or the next day, and I went home. And that was when I picked up the tumbler. I was exhausted. My feet hurt. Or back to my hotel. And I walked back to my hotel and went to bed and pulled out my outfit for tomorrow, the next day, which is when I met Kat over at the Food Cat and the Snack Cat, and Amy from Amy's Awesome Adventure. Stay tuned for day 3 of my experience at Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure, and meeting the 2 YouTubers that I went to meet. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I apologize for the tears. Did not think I was gonna cry this video, but Haunted Mansion, who knew? Anyway, thank you guys, and stay tuned. Also, stay tuned for the Advent calendar and the card. Hey guys, so I've ridden Incredicoaster and Web Slingers. I won in Web Slingers, which was exciting. First time I've ridden Web Slingers ever, so that was fun to win. I have ridden Incredicoaster, but it was called California Screamin' at the time. I'm getting older, so it made me a little bit queasy, but it was a really fun time. So I'm gonna go do Soarin'. I'm heading to Soarin' right now, actually, but I really saw these cute decorations that I wanted to show you guys. So I came across somebody who was taking a picture of this, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, I get it, because all those tinsels on the wreath and the garland are Mickey shaped, which is adorable. And then these little cute guys. It is for Festival of the Holidays. So, super cute Christmas decor. Hey guys, that was my day 2 of Disneyland video. But I hope you enjoyed the video anyways and got to know a little bit more about me and what I did on my trip. Alright, so it is day 9 and I'm going to open up another Christmas card. This is from one of the hosts from the Christmas card swap, and I cannot wait to get into this one. This is from Jamie over at Jamie's Colorful Kingdom, and I'm very excited to get into this card. This was the very first card that I received for any of the swaps, and I'm very excited to get into it. So, alright. Alright, it says Merry Christmas, and there's some really gorgeous red foiling on there. Like those are these are red foil. It says Merry Christmas with a gorgeous red ornament on there. A gorgeous card, Jamie. I love it. Thank you so, so much. Ooh, I dropped it. Okay. Good thing I'm sitting on the ground. It says, Dear Becky, peace and joy in every moment of this season and every holiday wish for you. From your coloring pal, Jamie, at Jamie's Colorful Kingdom 2023. So thank you so much, Jamie. I love it. Love you. And thank you so much for these really cute stickers. There's a cute little raccoon on an ornament. And these are all like snow globes. Then you've got a kitty. A fox maybe. I'm not sure what that animal is, but it's really cute. Oh, penguin. That's my favorite. Cute little owl. A deer. These are cute, Jamie. I love them. Porcupine, bunny, and a bear. These are adorable. Thank you so much, Jamie. I love these cards. They are so... I love the cards, and I love the stickers. Awesome. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend. And those of you who are celebrating Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah to you. This is day 3 of Hanukkah. I didn't say that yesterday. Happy Hanukkah from yesterday as well. I'm so sorry I forgot to say it. But happy day 3 of Hanukkah. Hope it's going really well and that you guys are having a blessed and wonderful holiday season. Okay. We are going to go ahead and open up day 9 from my calendar. It is right there. And it looks like a boot or an ice skate. It is an ice skate, and it is cute and delicious. And this one is squishy for day 9. Yvette, what is this? I'm excited. You've been killing it so far. Ooh. So it is a really cute little Yoda keychain. Adorable, and some really cute, Grogu socks. These are adorable. I love these. Thank you so much. These will keep me nice and cozy. I do love me some Grogu, and Yoda is awesome. Thank you so much, Yvette. I hope you're enjoying your calendar again, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. And until next time, tomorrow, I'll see you guys later. Good shooters.